was like around 2011, 2012. So it's close to the lockout season. I'm trying to place it. Chat, correct me if I'm wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
But, you know they're gonna do it.
But it's like, but if you go to YouTube and you type in the second coming Nike basketball promo, it was like all of them were in like all white, like matching tops and bottoms. I think the Hyperdunk was selling like crazy, like kind of like how the AE1 is selling. You know, shouts out to Ant.
Shout out to Ant
for putting Atlanta on the map and doing great things. Of
course.
Crazy. Yeah. But yeah, like I remember that commercial, and I remember it looked angelic. It was like you have like all of these dudes that are like the best in the NBA walking. I'm just like, man. I remember I said, man, it would be really cool like if I could actually like do a commercial for Nike. Mm-hmm. Like I think that would be really cool. And then I would talk to my dad about it, and he was like, they Nike hooks them up with shoes, gives them stuff, and I'm like, well, as an athlete, I was like, well, man, shoot, I would love to do that just as a regular everyday person.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think something my mother has told me, and like very wise members of my family, is that at every point in your life you're living a prayer that you prayed at one point.
Very true.
So so me even getting the Nike DNAs and having friends that are in positions with Nike corporates and seeing what I do and saying, hey, we appreciate how you put the city on and everything, and being able to have that, it kind of dawned on me like, man, like I'm getting seated shoes, I'm getting access to things early, and I'm not an athlete, not a music artist with a smash single or nothing.
None of that.
I'm just the kid from Zone 6 that's just doing really cool things for the city and really motivating people to have a duality of identity. Like I'm an engineer, but I also indulge in things of my culture, things of the culture that I grew up and I liked. Like a lot of people, like I know that whole conversation on Twitter about just where sneaker culture really matched up with what was happening in real life. Like, yeah, I probably wasn't, I was not into any type of illicit or crazy activity way back then, but I think just the idea of looking at Jordan and seeing a black athlete, transcend and be just so great at what he did that like when he went places like internationally, people just lost their mind during the Olympics and everything. So to me, I identify with that. It's just the imprint that black culture has on what's cool. Like I think that to me is what drew me into this space.
We make what's cool.
We do. We create the cool.
Yeah,
definitely. We say that all the time.
We do say that.
Damn.